Once upon a time, there was a young boy whose name was Magus. That was me. He was playing his NES that his father had given him. It was a great gift. His father was awesome. It's not exactly like you could get a NES cheap back then. And his father worked as a janitor, so he really had to save up for that. And while he was playing that, he went out to the local grocery store. and that's where you actually got rentals and all that sort of thing. When back when you think Blockbuster didn't exist, GameSpot didn't. None of these places existed back then. So he went out there and he found a game totally by accident, and that game was called Final Fantasy. And it looked kind of like a game he wouldn't like, to be completely honest with you. It looked like the kind of game he didn't want to play. It looked, horrible and terrible and just awfulness, and I just was, no. But I went ahead and grabbed it. Okay, I'll go ahead and full screen, just for the moment. That would be this button. So, he went ahead and grabbed it, took it home, played it, and about 6 days later emerged from his room. Having played the hell out of that game. And he loved every moment of it. And I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys, because I always have little stories behind each Final Fantasy, and I'll be sharing them as I go with this series with you, because I have a story for every single Final Fantasy that I will be playing over the next however many weeks. Now, I noticed a lot of people in the chat, I'm not ignoring you, are wondering about the hair. Well, there is an explanation, believe it or not. You see, as some of you may or may not be aware, I allow my patrons to have a bit of a vote with regards to, just stuff in general, right? So, one of the questions I asked about a week and a half ago was, everyone who is my patron, would you like me to shave my head back down, or would you like me to leave it as it is? Now, to anybody who is actually familiar with my streams, this should come as no surprise that the vote was completely deadlocked. 1-1. So, what else could I do? Oh wow, people noticed the eyebrow. We had a bet going to see if anybody would notice the missing eyebrow. Now, for anybody who is in Twitch chat, I'm just going to set this out here really quick. Very, very obvious. Everyone in Twitch chat, I'm not really looking at Twitch chat, because Twitch chat is garbage. We have a new chat. Some people have been posting it in chat. Thank you very much to all of you. We are now in QuakeNet server, our Shingaya channel. And, yeah. So, I know I'm paying attention to that. I got this right here. And Ojunix apparently has news. Now, as some of you may or may not be aware, we have a little bit of an event. Actually, we have 2 events. No, chat will not be on the stream. It was too much of a hassle to actually get it on the stream. I do apologize. So chat will not be on stream. I know a lot of you like having the chat on the stream. I do too, for that matter. But it's just not. It's not functionally capable. I am sorry. And yes, I do have a beard. Now, we'll go and answer a few questions that's been tossed out really quick. First of all, for the counter thing, we're actually going to do something a little bit different for the counters. I'll talk about that more in a moment, so if you'll forgive me. Second thing, to Biozilla, yes, any questions that you have on the game I am currently lore running is totally allowed. Obviously, there will be spoilers. There will be spoilers. So please keep that in mind if you haven't played a game and want to. Spoilers ahoy. Also, I'd like to say happy birthday to Ojunix. Happy birthday. Do enjoy. Hopefully this will be fun. Despite the two-faced thing. Man, this fun fact, this is actually the first time I've seen it, because we just shaved this about 10 minutes ago. So I actually had no idea what it looked like. God, wow, that looks so weird. Anyways, I thought about splitting the beard and like having this side of the beard be here so it would look like this, but then this side of the beard is shaved, but I decided against it. The reason I didn't shave the beard, by the way, is I have the ugliest neck in the world if I don't have a beard. All right. So, let's go ahead and talk about what this first event is, okay? Now, as I said, got a little bit of an event for you. Let's go ahead and grab this here. And by the way, I'm sorry for the song dragging. Whoops. Sorry about that. Actually, let's just mute the mic for a second. Okay, there we go. Got everything moved. Sorry, I know that this new mic is incredible. I'd like to give tons of shout-outs to EX Bob. Thank you so much. I don't know if you're watching right now, but thank you, thank you, thank you. This new mic is phenomenal. I've been loving it. I've been using it for all my recordings this past week, and I have been enjoying the hell out of it. It sounds great. So thank you. I want to also give some shout-outs to a woman who I don't know if she wants me to give out her name. She actually donated a monitor for me to have a second monitor for Twitch chat, so I can have the chat over here. Now, unfortunately, that monitor hasn't arrived because the U.S. Postal Service has some issues, but the mere fact that she was willing to donate a monitor to me is awesome, so I nevertheless wanted to give her many shout-outs for that. And, yeah, well, you can tell I don't have the headset, right? So, let's talk about this first event. Some of you may or may not know that I actually once was really big in the video game industry. I shouldn't say really big. I was a programmer. And I was I guess producer is the title you'd like to use. I was the guy who made the money happen. I was the guy who got a hold of the consultants, and I was the guy who... I was like the middle guy, the in-between guy. I would get a hold of investors, then I would get a hold of these guys, then I would get a hold of these guys. You get where I'm going with this, right? And I was actually working on my own MMO once upon a time. I've told you this story once upon a time. And this is all just kind of backstory, because there's a bit of... Well, let's just say that I have a bit of a treat for you. I'm gonna stop hyping it up. I'm gonna stop hyping it up. I'm just gonna get to this. So, without further ado, I'm gonna give you your very first look at Final Fantasy XIII 4. Now, this is phenomenal, because the way this works in Final Fantasy XIV 4 is they've got the dress system going again, right? And they've got this whole dress sphere thing. But kind of, for those of you who've played Bravely Default, or people who have played Four Heroes of Light, you understand that, you go out and you fight, a boss of a certain type or whatever, and then you get their, you get their job, right? That's how you gain the jobs. So, we're going to go straight to our first job fight here in order to get Lightning's latest job. Here we go. Give me just a moment here. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Okay, gotta get the shoes first. Hang on. Oh god. Hang on. It's harder to aim than it looks. Okay, I got one of the gloves. Hang on. There we go. Okay, got the shoes. Got the shoes. We're out of the danger zone. Alright. And... oh yeah! We now have... see, now we have their job. See? The funny thing is, this fits so well, I just couldn't resist it, because you actually do get the dresses that you beat in this game. You guys better appreciate this. I actually sat down and figured out how to play this stupid game. I'm actually at like level 3 here, in order to actually do this whole thing properly. This is the dumbest freaking game in the world. There we go. Alright. Get the invincibility. There we go. See, Lightning's new ability is to turn invincible, which makes it really hard for her to see, of course, but Okay, I'll stop torturing you. I'll stop torturing you. I'm sorry, guys.